Reports are a way to export PowerSchool data to print or view in a spreadsheet program like Excel. PowerSchool doesn't give us any live reports, so you have to export a snapshot each time you want to evaluate your class grade data. Click on the Reports tab to see the variety of reports that we can pull. There are many reasons that you might want to pull a report. Some common reasons for myself include creating a checklist for my courses, printing out demographics for my students, checking out the missing work, or printing grade reviews for each student so I can pass those out throughout the quarter, to evaluate my assigned curriculum and overall student results, or to look at individual students' results not only in your course, but maybe even across all of their classes. To activate a report, just double-click on the arrow. Each report will give you different types of criteria that you can select to create the report. In this case, it's just going to do an attendance grid, which is really great just for checking off information. I like to always select no dates and just do 10, which will give me 10 columns for each of my students. If I run that report, this will always create a PDF. And there you'll have all of your students listed here with this grid for checking off assignments. A category total report will give you a great way to evaluate your curriculum. So you can do totals by section or by individual students. In this case, it's going to allow us to also export as a CSV file, which can be opened in any spreadsheet program. What's nice about that is that that will allow you to sort information as well as create different graphics if you'd like to evaluate your information inside of those programs. Again, you could do selected classes or all of your active classes, all enrolled students, or you could select a group or individual students by using this student grouping. So when that's opened, you'll have your whole list of students that you could select individuals. Shift will get them in a group, or if you wanted to do specific groupings, you can hold down Command on a Mac or Control on a PC to select or deselect individual students. You can choose the student's name, or if you want to use a student number, which is a little more anonymous, say if you are going to post information on a piece of paper. And you could choose your specific reporting term. When I run this report, you can see this was a really great way to evaluate your assigned curriculum and the overall student results for your course. Before you finalize your grades, it's a good idea to double check those final grades and make sure that all of your comments are in place. So you can run the final grade and comment verification to get a report and see what you've written inside of the computer. I think it's easier to edit things when they're on paper. The individual student report is really useful for having kids double check their grades, to evaluate their own progress, but also to report back to you if there's anything that you haven't correctly input into the gradebook. I do this at least twice a quarter to make sure that the kids are aware of their grades, and then also to make sure I'm doing a good job with my gradebook. Missing assignment report will pull up a report for any assignment that you've indicated as missing by either right-click and choosing missing in the assignment, or using that / key on the assignment. The score sheet report will give you student, grade, and assignment data that looks just like your gradebook. So this is excellent to export as a CSV file because it will allow you to sort data based on different assignments and grade results. I'm just going to export this as a PDF again so you can see what it looks like. The standards report we don't really use because we don't have California state standards set up at our school. A student multi-section report will pull information on a specific student. What's nice is that can even look at the total student schedule. So if you have an individual student that you're worried about, this can show you how they're doing across all of their classes. Of course, this can also be viewed using the quick lookup inside of the backpack from the website. And a student roster is a great way to get all of the demographics for your students. And I like to use this for my red backpack so that not only do I have a list of students' names, but I also have emergency contact information, parent contact information in case of a fire or earthquake or what have you. So those are the reports. They're really useful for evaluation as well as for classroom management.